So I'm making this video for the DCC, going into the s13. All this stuff here was made by Nismo LK on Reddit. He's got a really thorough manual. I'm actually making this video to try to have him view it and maybe give some tips. Basically, I'm using pretty much everything off was an 06 Forester. So I have the blend door actuator, or the air blend actuator, which is the hot cold air. I got all the sensors. The sun load sensor came out of the Forester. Outside temp sensor, Forester. And then this came out of a Nissan, I think a Maxima. One thing I want to go over is the connectors. So this one uses the black connectors, but you can see I have the gray ones in there. So what you can do is, I think you can find these on a Maxima with the same inside air temp sensor. It's got the 20 pin and the 16 pin. So what I ended up doing is, if you're really careful, and you basically have to cut all this stuff off. You have to cut these guides, cut this off. Basically, you're shaving it below flush. You're shaving all this down, all that off. You only have to go maybe about right there, but I went all the way back to these nubs here. And then you have to take some off of the bottom as well. This connector I didn't shave, so I'll try to remove this carefully. Give you a better look. Yeah, I can get it with one hand. So you could see I just kind of ground it down with a Dremel. I made the slots a little bigger, and you can see I kind of got it a little low there, but you got to thin it out pretty good. But it'll work. So it's better than, I don't know, I seen the connectors, they were like $90 a piece, which is insane. So you can do that. I think I got this set 2, this set 2 out of a 06 Forester. It's got the, like he has in the guide. Those cars have them, as well as, I want to say a Murano. I got this out of, and it had the connectors, so I ended up getting 2 sets. And then I noticed when I was Googling the resistor, I think you can use one out of a Rogue. Obviously, I'm not sure. And then I seen he had a write-up for a switch out of a Maxima, so there was a 2000 Maxima there at the junkyard, so I grabbed that too. That's for a later day, though. So back to this. So I have everything mocked up. I have the pinout done correctly. Now there is one thing I noticed. So, and I think he got this because he went off the Subaru Field Service manual. So I have that as well for a Forester. So if you look, not this sheet, but this sheet, it's got these pins. So if you notice, it's actually missing 5 here. 1, 2, 4, 6, 3. So it's saying basically 5 is unused, right? So if we look, 5 is unused. And this view is from the back of the connector. Typically, you're going to be looking at things from the back of the connector. So if you look at this, it's hard to see because I got so much stuff in here. Oh, bear with me here. I'll try to take this out one hand. So it's actually, okay, there we are. You can see that pin is missing there. That's the empty slot. So it's actually pin 4 that's missing not pin 5. See that? So it would go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. So I'm not sure if that changes everything with it, but it's just, just like in the manual, it's actually 5 that's missing, which if you look, pin 5 is there. So it's actually pin 4 that's missing. So the field service manual is actually wrong. And I think that's where the confusion was. That's one thing I noticed. So my issue is I can't get this guy to work. So right now I just have it bench tested, just a supply voltage thing. So turn it on. It's going to be upside down because the way everything is kind of laid out here. But it works. All the buttons work, everything like that. But when I try to change the temperature, it doesn't move. Now my question was, I don't have everything out of the S13 because I don't want to pull the dash until I know this is all gonna work. My question was, left-hand drive. So I noticed there's a ground here. So I was wondering, let me get to the main one. Printed all this stuff out to make it easier. If the air blend actuator has an area where it goes in and then maybe it comes out on one of these and then it grounds out and then it would function. So right now I don't have that available because one, it's cold outside over here, and two, I don't want to rip apart my dash and pull everything out. I've been trying to source ones from part outs, and I've been trying to find a Maxima one, but there's none in the junkyard that are that old because I live in the Midwest. So that's where we're at. So I was hoping it would work with just this. So I don't know if there's a missing piece of the puzzle. Maybe I have something done wrong. But I don't know. I've played with the wires. I actually did have it functioning, not 100%, not correctly by any means. It would basically either go all the way cold, or all the way hot, but nothing in between. So looking at this is the Subaru one, Forester blend door actuator. We'll start with 7. So he says pin 7 goes to 6 on the blend door actuator. So I know where these are. Again, back of the connector, bottom starts from 1. Oh, I think I forgot to put in let's see, 1. I forgot to put in a wire, but that's okay because I'm not there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. If we follow that along, it goes, and then it goes green with yellow. Which if you look here, or yellow, yeah, green with yellow. Or green with white. Oh yeah, green with white. Uh-oh. 7, I might have been messing with this before, because I was messing with it last night to try to get it to work and finally gave up. 6, so it looks like I have, oh no, there it is. Okay, it's right. So pin 7 goes there. Yeah. No. Okay, no, I have this wrong. Wait. Green with white to 2. Okay, yeah, I have this backwards right now. But hold on, let me set the phone down and try to fix this. I need 2 hands though. Okay. You're just gonna sit there. Okay. 7. Green with white. It'd be great if this was all that was the issue, but I've gone over and over and over this thing, and this isn't gonna stay. Over and over and over, and not working. Turn the power off. Okay, so green with white. To green, which is 7. So pin 7 on the 20 pin connector goes to pin 2 on the 6. Well, it's a 6 pin connector, but it's only got 5 pins. Blend door actuator. So green with yellow, which is 6. Green with yellow goes to 8, goes to 2. Wait, did I have it right? 2 goes to 8. Okay, I had this right. Sorry, this sometimes gets confusing. Helps to double check. So here's 7. 7 goes to pin 6. So I did have it right. And 8 goes to pin 2. Let me just put some. I know it's masking tape, it's just temporary. Just to bench test this and see, make sure everything's gonna work. Maybe this will help somebody. And then as far as these colors go on the back of the 16 and 20 pin connector, they're not right. They're just whatever I threw in there. Okay. Okay. Now, starting over again. Oh, okay, so pin 7 goes to 6. So we have pin 7 going to 6, which 6 is green with yellow. So if we look, pin 6, GY, that's green with yellow. And if you don't know how to read color codes, it's always the first one's the main color, the second one's the strip going down it. So white with red, green with white. If it's just got one letter, it's just yellow, green with yellow, yellow with blue, I think. Oh, yellow with black. I'm sorry, yellow with black. Okay. So again, 7 2, 6, 8, 2, 2. What is this? So this one I'm unsure about. 4. Because on here, it just shows that it goes to A7. I don't know what A7 is. Just to the module. And there's more looking I have to do. Or could have done, but nonetheless. Okay, so now we're on pin 1 of the air blend actuator. And pin 1 goes to 27. So we're going to just count backwards. 28, 27. So that's here at the top. It goes to our brown wire, which leads to... sorry, I'm looking at the camera and doing this. 27, so we have the one that's blank there, and then we go back. Okay, so we did that one, that one, that one. So this one, which is pin 3, this connects to all our stuff that's terminated there. Outside temp sensor, inside air temp, sun load sensor, which I have it the way, I assume the way it's supposed to be. So I got this jumper wire here. So it goes around, goes around, goes around, and then not that, but that. Right there. So this is all our sensors together. So sun load sensor is right here. I'll save that one for last. Inside temp sensor. And then as well as our outside temp sensor. And then it goes to here at pin 29. 29 seems to stop it before it hits the end of the line here, back to our after our outside temp sensor. Or no, maybe I have this. Oh, I see. Okay, so I did that. I have this one tied in to here and here instead of in between. Okay, so let's fix that. Set you down again. Try to fix this. Okay, so outside temp sensor. Just our inside, outside, pin 3. Okay. So we're just gonna stretch that out. We'll remove the jumper. This one for ground, and then it goes looks like. Pin is at 34. I don't think this makes a difference which end goes where. So pin 34. It seems like 29 just kind of taps in there. So what I'm going to do, put that like that. And then take one of these. Actually, yeah. Just in case. I don't think this is necessary, but just kind of give it a leg. And, okay. That's a 3. This. Actually, with a leg to everything here. Probably not necessary, but whatever. Okay, it should be mocked up. Let's try this again. Bring it back over. So we turn it on. It doesn't move until you press the button, I noticed. So it's still no difference. So no movement. So I'll just do a quick rundown on this again, just if I got anything wrong here. I know it's getting repetitive and dragging on, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so 7 goes to 6. So here we have 7, and it's going to six. That's our green wire. 7 to 6. Then we have 8 to 2, which is the top right one. 8 to 2. This is the one that's wrong in the field service manual. So I just went 5 to 33. So 5 to, sorry. Right here, it's the blue one. So 33, 34, 35, and 36 are blank. Okay, Then we have 3, which is this one, which goes to all of them. Well, goes to our sun load, our inside temp. So we got our sun load, our inside temp. Those all meet up here. And then we have just a little extension. And then we have 29, which I believe, it seems like it grounds them out. And I think Nismo LK said that as well. And then after that, it goes in our outside temp, back out, and then it goes to 34. So we were at 33 before, 34, that's our red wire there. Follow it, and that's 34, and there's our outside temp. And then our inside temp and our sun load sensor. Here's our sun load sensor. Sun load sensor goes to 26. So if we're going backwards, 28, 27, 26, which is this red with blue. So there it is right there. You follow it. Boom. Sun load sensor. Inside temp sensor goes to 25. So follow it. It's this red. Then it goes to this, I don't know if it's, I think it's black with blue. And then 28, 27, 26, 25. So that's where I'm at right now. I know it's a long video. I hope you find the time to watch it. And that's all I got. So thanks ahead. And let me know any recommendations. Like I said, I know I'm missing key parts to it right now, and that's why I'm thinking the intake door actuator needs to be hooked up, because I don't think the blower motor resistors is gonna make a difference, and I don't think the blower itself is gonna make a difference, because those are just outputs. So yeah, thanks.